Morning. Actually, I'm participated in this consortium more than 10 years, about 10, 15 years. Okay, long years ago. Now, maybe, let's see. Previously, Tam and here presented very good and big enough technology and themes. But now we are quite small company, so we focus on the very small point, small or little bit very narrow point, actually. We focused the navigation as on lane level navigation will be on quite a benefit and helpful for end user for the navigation point of view, not for the autonomous driving or something other else. So we developed the lane level navigation system for the Korea and other systems also. This is based on the NDS Live. So actually, the previously we used the lane display lane marking only at the very beginning, but in meantime we use the lane guidance and lane suggestions step by step. And now we introduced this one lane-based route on the map. This is for the whole Korea and whole market of the Korea. And also it can be used for the without database. So in this case, we can make on route calculation and we can make on guidance lane by lane and lane change and lane turn and for the not for the just simply next intersection. It can be connected to the next over next intersections. So it's same as previously which one, where is it? It's here, here. Previously we used this kind of informations. For example, in next one, you you can change it to second lane, you need to change it first lane or blah, blah things. In this kind of lane guidance is actually can be helpful for the user of the currently working, but it cannot be, or it is has a little bit lower impact on of the first driver, first traveler, first visiting traveler, or some the the fresh human or something like that one. So we suggested to make this kind of map screen. This is not some kind of guiding information. This is just map screen. Inside of map screen, we created a lane-based route and lane-based graphic and informations, and then we suggest to change this kind of lane-based path. And each lane-based path may have a lane-based traffic over the top, on top of there. So using this kind of technology and information, the driver can make more easy and earlier detection of their changing path. When we tested this kind of information and lane-based guidance, we found that this information or this functionality is more useful in urban area, not in highway. In highway, there is enough time to change it from here to next exit or next drive path, next decision point. But inside of urban area, especially this kind of complicated intersection, very complicated intersection, user should know where to go before several hundred meters because there will be very big traffic jam always, especially in Seoul or Busan main section area. So in this area, we want to make a guidance to the driver. You should take a second lane to change it or to go to your destination or your next exit. For example, in this area, simply in this area, and this one is a connected one. In this area, as you can see in here, here there is a two road is connected just after this location. So if driver can go to this lane or this lane, first lane and second lane, driver can go to there. But depending on their destination, their route, the driver should take corresponding lanes before entering to the next intersection or next route. That's our major problem to solve. And also in this area is maybe some of you already visited this area. This bridge itself is quite long enough, maybe 2 kilometers, 1 or 2 kilometers. But this road is always traffic jammed for using for the so many cars. So in this area, not existing in this area, there is some intersections, and a car always stay in nearby the destination area here. So car always there. So user cannot change the route, cannot change lanes normally. So we suggested to make earlier change before several hundred meters, not just in front of the intersection. We expect several hundred meters or several kilometers before you should change your route because of traffic jam. If you approach to some area, you cannot change the route. Or especially in this area. In this area, as you may see in here, I'm not sure you can see in here. Yeah. Each lane has different directions. Each lane connected to different road and different directions. So in this area, there are lanes before the intersection here. But normally, it is quite hard to change the route because of traffic jams always. So we wish a user can change their route several hundred meters before. That's our next goal or our aim to provide this kind of functionality. So before entering the intersection or decision point, we want to make a guidance to the user. This is just another examples. Yeah. In here, user can change or follow the second route, and then user can go to the next exit, not further directed. This kind of information can make a user to make it more safe, more and reliable driving. Maybe we can add some kind of camera detection logic to detect where are you. And then we can make some more another step of guiding. Is it video? I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, here you can change the route in here, second route. Then here, oh. Yeah, stop here. Sorry for Korean. In here, you can see in here, user should change the route based on the path or lanes. It's our next steps. And in this one also, user should change their lane where he is as soon as possible before changing the route to the next turning point. If user want to change their path to the in front of the intersection, then it could be sometimes make a problem or sometimes unhappy issues. Yeah, to implement this one, as you know, in Korea we have Korea whole coverage of 30 ECM, so we have to borrow or use smart grid surface grid of NDS Live. It's, to be honest, this is quite tricky one. Actually, it is announced in last November, but we developed this map last year or last year. So recently we changed this one to the NDS Live. And one thing different one is on lane boundary itself is currently we have this lane boundary information as on 3D PDAM, not in the NDS Live format, lay layer. So we draw lane boundary from the PDAM layer and unfortunately, sorry, but the lane geometry 3D, we use it. And the route calculation is coming from the route link layer. So we need to match in between link and them. Yeah, and the very interesting point is this data is not HD map. This is a whole data is SD and SD plus map. So we don't use to use HD map to implement this kind of informations. It's quite complicated one. Yeah, thank you.